Good morning, unemployed people. So SteveWillDoIt went on that Logan Paul interview recently and said that MrBeast is a fake person and doesn't care about people off camera.
Dude, I like Beast. I just think if he actually cared about people, he would just help.
No,
my
but
channel.
you're generalizing just because he didn't help you
Yeah,
get your channel back after you pissed off
I'm not
YouTube.
generalizing.
You're just saying he doesn't like people. The guy's giving away tens of millions of dollars to random people.
Have you
and
seen
no
his
one,
face while he does that? He does not
No,
look
that's
like
a
he.
Twitter headline. Stop, bro. What do you
That's-
want?
that's-
You can't look as bro. You look crazy when you give
Bro,
away
I'm telling
money
you-
sometimes too.
Dude, I'm putting myself in his shoes. He's not a real person.
I know
You're
keep
just
saying
mad
that.
at him.
You just
Maybe
keep-
you're just
Bro,
mad
he's
at him.
not a real
but
person.
Maybe are you angry?
I'm the biggest YouTuber ever, and then a YouTuber that all he does is help people out. All he does, we're in a group chat. The second he gets deleted all for some bullshit, I just don't answer it. It's just like, you don't actually care about people. That's my opinion,
No, but
and I
maybe
stand
you-
by that.
but-
Bro,
but
I
maybe-
stand by
I
that.
think- I
If he
think-
actually cared about a person, he would know the effect that my channel had on people. And it doesn't even matter. It's just like, bro, just don't, in the first place, just don't act like you care about my titles or this or that.
But he's just helping you out.
He wasn't helping me out. Bro, it was but I'm just saying, just don't even get into my...
But I think you're a hater.
So the wild part about this whole situation is that it does not start with Steve talking on Impulsive. It starts with a random old podcast clip where MrBeast is bragging about tipping a pizza delivery guy $10,000 and then casually admits that when the guy came back the next day to say thank you, his first instinct was to yell through the door and tell him to go away because he assumed the guy was there to beg for more money.
Early on, I did this video where I tipped a pizza delivery guy 10 grand, and he came back the next day. It's knocking on the door, and I'm like, "Fuck, this fucking guy's gonna ask for more money." And I kind of I yelled. I was like, "Go away! Like, fucking leave!" Like, because I thought he came back to my house to ask for more money. And then I ended up opening the door, and he was just sobbing, like crying, and he's like,
No cameras, no thumbnail face, no Beast Philanthropy music in the background, just Jimmy sitting there saying that when a man whose life he just changed came back to his house in tears, he immediately went into get off my property mode. Then he adds that when the guy actually starts crying and explaining that the $10,000 meant he could finally see his kids after working 3 jobs, Jimmy describes it as blah blah, like the emotional part of the story is just noise to skip past on the way to his punchline.
I ended up opening the door, and he was just sobbing, like crying, and he's like, "Because of this, I can spend the weekend with my kids, and I haven't seen them in like a month because I work like 3 jobs and blah blah and blah blah." And so that was like,
That is the clip. That is the real starting point for this video, because it is the most honest peek behind the curtain that we have ever gotten. You do not have to be some hardcore hater to feel weird hearing the biggest YouTube philanthropist in the world admit that when poor people show up at his door, his first thought is that they are annoying and greedy and need to leave. And now, months after SteveWillDoIt sat on Logan Paul's couch and said MrBeast is a fake person who only cares when the cameras are rolling, that clip has aged like spoiled milk, because it sounds less like a wholesome memory and more like an accidental confession. Once you hear Steve say on Impulsive that MrBeast ghosted him when his channel got wiped, that he lost his entire YouTube career overnight, and the guy who built his brand on changing lives could not even be bothered to send a text, it hits different when you go back and listen to Jimmy say he almost slammed the door on the pizza guy. Steve has always been reckless, messy, and controversial, but nobody ever accused him of being stingy, cold, or a liar. This is a guy who gave away over $1 million in cash, dozens of cars and watches and houses to friends, random fans, single moms, people he would bump into in the street, to the point where a Vegas taxi driver is still out here commenting that some stranger gave him $200 for a 1-mile ride and told him it was courtesy of SteveWillDoIt.
I'm a taxi driver in Vegas. This customer gave me $200 for a 1-mile ride and told me it was courtesy of SteveWillDoIt. Thanks, Steve.
Meanwhile, MrBeast tells a story where he gives $10,000 to a man and then admits that as soon as the cameras turned off, he treated that same man like a potential leech. The contrast is ugly. One guy is an unfiltered degenerate who obviously has issues with gambling, alcohol, and the platform's rules, but will drop life-changing money on a stranger and then hug them. The other is the polished billion-dollar brand who only remembers kindness as a content beat and gets irritated when that kindness follows him home. You do not even have to take my word for it, because the comment section under that resurfaced clip has turned into a courtroom. People who have watched MrBeast for years are suddenly typing "cancel MrBeast," calling him a snake, a fake, saying he proved Steve right in one sentence.
Cancel MrBeast.
Well, he proved Steve right.
Steve is so much more of a better person than Beast. Beast is truly a pause.
People are quoting the line where he says he yelled at the guy to go away and asking how you can build your whole identity around helping people, then admit you wanted to slam a door on one of them the moment he was off the thumbnail. Others are bringing up the fact that in that same podcast, when one guy tries to talk about Steve losing his channel, Jimmy acts like he barely knows him, dropping little comments like, "Is he a YouTuber?" and throwing shade at Steve right after YouTube deleted his entire career.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That
crazy.
reminds me of when Steve gave like that family. We were in like Orange County somewhere. Like they were in
Steve,
a motel.
is he a YouTuber?
He was a YouTuber. That's what I was going to get into. This is why I brought it up.
MrBeast throws shade,
No,
low key.
I
hold
was
on.
throwing shit at YouTube, not at him. To be
Well,
clear.
this is why I was bringing it up. This reminded me of that, and I wanted your opinion on the fact that, like, you know, they can pretty much just wipe certain creators off the platform.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I'm not up to date on him. I feel
we
bad.
watched a ton of it.
I want to hang out with him. He's messaged me before. We just never lined up.
Yeah.
Just like I've always wanted to hang out with you. It's just
Yeah.
we got tons of shit going on.
So not only did Mr. Beast completely ghost Steve, who was supposed to be his friend, for losing his channel, but he's on this podcast throwing shade at him too. Steve, who is that? Is that a YouTuber? Not a good look, Beast.
That is not how you talk about someone you supposedly respect, especially a guy who publicly admired you and even featured you in his own videos long before you became the corporate-friendly face of the platform. And to make matters worse, Steve admits it during the Impulsive interview that they were talking with MrBeast, helping each other out with the YouTube stuff, until, when Steve's channel got removed, then suddenly MrBeast decided to ghost him. And now, MrBeast went on an interview and pretended like Steve didn't even exist.
Just answer me. My YouTube's deleted. Just answer me. You're answering me 3 weeks ago.
I think that's
about
fair.
my
I think that's
about
fair.
my title and my thing. Hey, Beast, the title of my YouTube video is this. What do you think? Oh, well, I think this, that. Hey, Beast, I'm deleted off YouTube. Like, what's going on?
Wait a second.
Just no answer.
Wait a second. So he was helping you.
He was.
To Steve and his fans, that feels like betrayal. To MrBeast stands, it is at least uncomfortable. When Steve sat there and told Logan that Jimmy does not really care about people off camera, that he is obsessed with his image and only likes to help when it boosts the brand, Logan Paul and his puppet Mike brushed it off as jealousy or clout chasing.
In the first place, just don't act like you care about my titles or this or that.
But he's just helping you out.
He wasn't helping me out. Bro, it was one but I'm just saying, just don't even get into my...
Bro, I think you're a hater. I think you are.
Oh, my God.
I think you are,
Now
dude.
you're really pissed him
I
off.
think you are.
Oh, dude, you're just like, kind of like...
The funny part is, Logan tries to turn this into a lecture about accountability. Logan Paul, the guy who scammed his own fans with a half-baked CryptoZoo project and then pretended he was the victim when people asked where their money went, is now sitting there telling Steve to take responsibility.
Doesn't care about people. We can move on.
Wait, hold on.
It's as
No,
simple as
because
that.
we can't
No,
just make
it
that-
is. I mean, so I say that as in I'm putting myself in my position, in his shoes. Like, bro, if Beast needed any type of help, I'd help him in 2 seconds. I'd help anyone helping.
But what help did you need from him that he didn't give you?
Just answer me. My YouTube's deleted. Just answer me. You're answering me 3 weeks ago.
I think that's
about
fair.
my
I think that's
about
fair.
my title and my thing. Hey, Beast, the title of my YouTube video is this. What do you think? Oh, well, I think this, that. Hey, Beast, I'm deleted off YouTube. Like, what's going on?
Wait
dude?
a second.
Just
So-
no answer.
Wait a second. So he was helping you,
He was.
and then you're upset that he stopped helping you because your channel got deleted because of stuff you did? Sounds like you got to take some accountability, Steve. That's all I'm saying.
He keeps repeating that Steve's channel got deleted because of his own actions. He keeps pushing that angle like he is the moral referee in the room. The second Steve crosses that invisible line and says Jimmy is fake and does not care about people, Logan snaps out of chill host mode, and suddenly there is a line and professionalism, and I go from nice guy to something else.
Chill a little bit.
Well, I think
not
it's-
even just for my sake. I can handle the jokes, right?
No, it's okay. You're
Just careful, because I told you I hit my line, right?
You're a professional, man.
That's and bro, I go from nice guy to like.
Logan, I acknowledge it. I'm not.
All right, grab him. Let's go. It's done.
What makes it even more hilarious is that this is the same Logan who, not too long ago, sat across from MrBeast and KSI to promote their little Lunchables knockoff thing, and the chemistry was so bad it felt like 3 NPCs forced into a group project. Logan kept making weird comments, asking if Jimmy was on drugs because of how intense he was about his Amazon show. He joked about him being a numbers nerd. KSI and Logan would bounce off each other with that frat boy energy, then turn to MrBeast like he was some awkward kid they tolerate because he pays the bills.
Thanks for joining me, guys.
Let's go.
Yeah, well,
Oh, pleasure.
yeah.
It would literally break the internet.
Are you on Adderall or something?
No, I just want to see it so badly. I really do.
Ritalin?
Right now?
I like you, Jimmy. I like
Right?
you're a spunky guy.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me seem like a lunatic.
You are.
You are.
No, it's a reasonable thing to do. There's an app that you can see like sales velocities of products, and so I just walk around Walmart and I just scan every single item on aisle, and I'm like, oh, this sells 10 units a day, whereas this one sells 2, and then I just like to, try to figure out why.
Number nerd.
Turkish Quando Riz,
A whole state.
Blue Tie Ohio Riz.
Yo, that's like
Do you know Blue Tie Ohio Riz?
what are you saying?
In that video, it is obvious they do not really vibe as human beings. They are not real friends in the way the thumbnails suggest. They are 3 different brands locked in a marketing cage, trying not to roll their eyes at each other on camera. In that episode, Logan even takes little digs at Jimmy, accusing him of copying Burning Man with his set, joking about attention issues, treating his obsession with retention like some weird quirk to poke at.
I can say this. We built a city in the middle of nowhere. There's just a field.
What?
And
That's just Burning Man.
and we pulled up. No, we built like an actual
Yeah,
city.
that's what they do at Burning Man.
Yeah, but like
You went to Burning Man.
Wait, as in like
No.
buildings?
buildings, like actually a walled-in city that the contestants lived in throughout the show.
What?
KSI calls Jimmy a nerd. They talk to him like he is this socially awkward money printer who just happens to be useful. There is no warmth there, no organic friendship, just passive-aggressive jokes and fake laughter. So when Logan now acts like he would bet his life that MrBeast is this pure saint who only cares about helping people, it feels so forced. The audience has seen him treat Jimmy like a nerdy coworker on one podcast, and then like a holy angel on another. The contradiction is obvious. But now you line that up with the pizza story, with MrBeast literally saying that he heard a man crying on the other side of his own front door, and his first reaction was annoyance. And suddenly, Steve's words do not sound like a bitter rant. They sound like inside knowledge. Steve is not some random commentator. He has been in those circles. He has done videos with Jimmy. He has worked at the same level of insane money giveaways. He has talked to these people in private. When someone like that says, "This guy is not who you think he is," you should at least keep the receipt in your head. What makes it worse is that this is not happening in a vacuum. MrBeast does not exist as just some nice guy who makes big challenge videos anymore. Over the last year, his name has been attached to an entire wall of controversies. People have accused his charity channel of being fake or exaggerated, pointing out that he uses CGI and recycled footage to make it look like he rebuilt entire towns or hospitals from the ground up, when in reality, his team added digital decay to existing buildings, then filmed themselves cleaning it up. Others have exposed that some of his big philanthropic projects were quietly funded by the same megacorporations that are being blamed for the environmental problems he claims to solve. Like when his team up with a plastic polluting company was dressed up as a Save the Ocean campaign. There was even that mess where a nonprofit he worked with for the blindness video had to go public and say they never got paid for dozens of surgeries that he featured, and only after the internet dragged the story into the spotlight that his team magically wired them the back pay almost 2 years later. So when he sits there on a podcast telling a story where he almost turns away a crying dad who just wants to say thank you, it does not land as an awkward joke. It lands as another piece in a pattern where generosity is a content strategy first and an actual moral value second. At the same time, Steve is not some saint either. His whole career is built on full send chaos, from underage drinking challenges to getting arrested twice before he even turned 20, to promoting offshore crypto casinos that let kids gamble their savings at 3 in the morning. He openly admitted he had a gambling problem, and that he was making millions convincing other people to gamble on websites that are shady at best and predatory at worst. YouTube did not need a big excuse to body him, and when his editor forgot to blur a gambling URL, and he tried to ban evade by launching a second channel and promoting it, they hit the red button and wiped out 5 million subs in a day. That part is on him. But here is the thing that viewers keep coming back to. Even at his worst, Steve has never tried to pretend he is a perfect person. He is messy and honest in the same breath. He will talk about his addictions, his legal troubles, his mistakes, in the same videos where he gifts a single mother $10,000, buys a veteran a car, hands a janitor a Rolex, or tips a random taxi driver more than their rent. You can dislike the vices, but it is hard to say the generosity is fake. If you watched all the way through, drop a like so more people actually see this without it getting buried. Subscribe for breakdowns like this, and let me know in the comments whether you think Steve was right, or if this all gets taken way out of context. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.